Ryan Knight used to be a Warren-supporting shitlib, and then he woke up, and now he is to the left of the Democratic Party, and so now people are shitting on him on a daily basis. Powerful people. The Washington Post, their lead political reporters doing it. Every jagoff on YouTube who's got an MSNBC contract. So if you're an establishment defender, you're going to go after Ryan Knight because he's no longer propping up the establishment, and they got to get him, man. The only thing they can do is smear, like they did me, like they did Joe Rogan, like they're doing to him now. So if you get to the left of the Democratic Party, first thing they do is smear you. They'll smear you as a misogynist, sexist, Russian, white supremacist, all that stuff. I've been smeared, all of that. So he tweeted this out. So he's got this red beret on, right? Which is the red beret. Anyway, he says, look what finally came in the mail. I have no idea if I'm wearing it right, LOL, but it's an honor to wear a red beret. Thank you, Red Beret Medicare for All organization, for starting this grassroots organization to advocate and organize for Medicare for All. Learn more at redberetsmedicareforall.com. Seems pretty harmless. Right? Hey, there's a local organization in Washington State that's organizing, and then they hand knit. Here it is, and then they hand knit these things to say thanks for being a supporter. I think it's really sweet. I think it's really nice. What do you think?
We've received them in the past at our show at the Triple Door.
Oh, we got.
And look at Ron Placone. He has his hat there. Convo Couches received
I
their
would put it
hats.
on, but it'll fuck up my hair for the rest of the show.
I got you. Yeah,
I'll put it on at the very end.
When we were in Seattle, we received. So it's a really sweet thing, and I used to be skeptical about organizing for Medicare for All on the state level, but that's the option right now that we all have to get behind. So I'm for it. So look at that, and here's whole Washington, right there they are, and then guess what? Get what happened.
Get a load.
Just so when you see this, what happens in the mind of someone who is in leadership at the DSA? They see that and they go, how can I shit on that guy for being to the left of the DSA because we're not fighting for Medicare for All? Well, here's what they do. When Proud Socialist gets fear of missing out for not earning a pink DSA hat, I mean, imagine seeing this guy wearing this, doing that, and thinking, I bet I should shit on him. Right? And he found this worthwhile to take time out to tweet that. And who is that guy? That guy is David S. Duhalde, who's, if you've ever met him in person, he's afraid of his own shadow. But he is the DSA Fund Vice Chair. Why is it everybody in leadership at the DSA turns out to be one of these kind of douchebags? What is it about this DSA organization? It's almost like they don't give a fuck about reforming the Democratic Party. They just want to prop it up. So, and he's at DSA _com. So he's like, I don't know what that means. Communications fuckface or something. Jacobin, of course, all this bullshit. And all right. And so that's again, DSA, not doing the DSA any favors when you do stupid shit like this. And like when you don't even follow your own handbook to do force the vote, and then you shit on the people who are pushing your own handbooks. That's what happens when you're a controlled opposition and you're sheep herding progressives into a pro-war, pro-Wall Street bullshit party. That's what the DSA does. That's what they're doing. And that's why they fucking spend time like this on Twitter doing shit like this. That's why they came at me when I was advocating for what the DSA has in their own handbook, which is forcing a vote for Medicare for All on the floor by any means necessary. So that's who these people are. And I wonder if he had a bone disease. So Ryan Knight responds, what the F is wrong with you? Grassroots volunteers knit red berets to raise awareness for Medicare for All. What the hell are you doing? Log off Twitter. That's a fair question. What the hell are you doing? I would say that's a pretty fair question.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that guy does not know you can delete tweets, but you can. I mean, this isn't even a burn. I mean, I don't know what this even is. And by the way, why would he get the FOMO? Why would he get the feeling of missing out? He already got the goddamn hat. Anyway, nothing this guy's saying makes sense, of course, but he just knows I have to punch and shit down and punch left. Because that's what fucking shills for the Democratic Party do on the regular. So do you even know what the red beret, this is someone responding to that. Do you even know what the red beret means, or are you just talking shit? Red Beret and Medicare for All is a volunteer craftivists who are knitting and crocheting red berets for whole Washington in their efforts to get universal health care for all Washingtonians. Yes, on 1362. So, by the way, what's it called when you miss a dunk? What is that called? Because that's what that guy did. So what this guy's doing here, what this guy, David S. Duhalde, is doing here is missing a dunk. That would be like, oh, shit, did you trip? What happened? So here's another person on Twitter saying, what is up with the twit leader of Democratic Socialists mocking the selfless hard work of people wanting everyone to have health care? Why would anyone criticize the work of whole Washington and the Red Berets? I seriously don't get it. Well, get to the left of the Democratic Socialists and you'll find out. That's what they do. Get to the left of anybody and they'll punch you immediately. That's what the Young Turks did to me when I was to their left for the last fucking 4 years. And the rest of the YouTubers who have MSNBC contracts, that's what the Washington Post, Daily Beast, that's what they do when you get to their left. So Democratic Socialist is against Medicare for All and is insulting its advocates now? Yeah, not only are they not pushing Medicare for All, but the Democratic Socialists are now mocking the people who are. So glad I opted not to join. Clearly, you're just another puppet for the establishment Democrats. Well, that was made clear through Forced to Vote that that's what the DSA was. And then they went around pretending that, oh, we need to reform our committee so we can be more flexible and respond. Fuck. Hey, and if you yank this leg, it plays Jingle Bells. Hey, people without health care, let me be useful to you and put all my energy into hating on a podcaster. So, again, I don't know how much more proof you need. I didn't need any more proof than Forced to Vote that the DSA is the pretenders. And I'm sure there's lots of good people who are at the local level in DSA, but they're being led by people who are sheepdogging them, pretending. And any good work that gets done by them will soon be undone. So the idea was at some point the Democratic Socialists of America was supposed to break from the Democratic Party. That is never happening. That is never happening. And anybody who gets elected and says that they're a member of the Democratic Socialists of America, they immediately sell out, go back on what they ran on, and the DSA does nothing to hold them account. Nothing. In fact, what they do is they punch at the people pointing out that the Democratic Socialist member of Congress is not doing what they said they would, and that the DSA is not holding them account. So the DSA doesn't go, oh, thanks for the criticism, let's hold them account. They go, fuck you, we punch left. Jimmy Dore's an asshole. Ryan Knight, what the fuck? I wish the DSA wasn't as shitty as they are, but they are. And they ain't getting better. So let's start a new organization. I'm joining the movement for a People's Party, peoplesparty.org. Those are people who will really hold the Democrats accountable. Not fucking, and nobody with Democrat in their political name is going to hold the Democratic Party accountable. Just not happening. Bernie acts like he's working for Joe Biden, not for you. Well, we've seen what happened to AOC and the squad. They won't lift a finger to help you. The Democratic Socialists will do even less to hold them accountable. What a shit organization. And by the way, just to let you know, they're supposed to be the organizers, and I'm supposed to be a pothead comedian. I out-organized them over Forced to Vote. I got 100,000 people to a town hall. That's more people than they have fucking members. And the Movement for a People's Party already has 150,000. So they ain't doing fucking anything. And anytime they want to get together and work together for a real goal and not a bullshit sheepdogging goal, I'd love to work with them. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to prop up the establishment because they're infiltrated and they're controlled. Simple as that. Anything you want to say about it, Ron?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think the whole thing is sad. And I know that this person I don't really know anything about this person other than this tweet. I've never read any of his stuff or anything, but people have asked him, they're like, why don't you just delete this? Like, you know what this beret is about. Like, why don't you just delete this? This is a very bad look. And I'm pretty sure as of the recording of this, he has not done it. I don't understand why. I don't understand why you wouldn't just delete the tweet and say, hey, I missed the mark here. And, for people who are looking for organizations, especially those outside of electoralism, hey, one thing that DSA LA did that I think is awesome and I'm really thankful for is they helped make Street Watch LA possible, which is a wonderful organization. Street Watch LA is committed to mutual aid efforts. They have stop sweeps in my neighborhood in San Pedro. They feed people. I have, given them money for supplies in the past. I will in the future. So, you have options like that all over the country.
Yes. Like I said, I know people who are members of the DSA. They have many earnest members. They have many.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's a lot of people in that organization who are just not interested in electoralism at all. And,
right.
And so, if the structure is allowing them to do good things, that's great. But it's also, very, very worthwhile to be aware of, structural concerns on the electoral end, which is what we're talking about here.
Yeah, and that's why, again, I don't have any problem with the members of the DSA. I think the members of the DSA, their heart is in the right place. They're trying to do the right thing. I think that the organization got revealed for being at the leadership level the opposite of what we need. And so, yeah, I think on a local level, lots of good things can get done through the DSA. At the national level, you see what the problem is. You see what it is. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.